All right, welcome back to the Mockingbird Talk Show with Simon. Today we're going to start the discussion about the connection between To Kill a Mockingbird and other American literature. Today we're going to welcome a new guest called Mr. Joe. He's an American literature.
Hello, everyone. I'm Zhao, and it's my honor to be here on the channel to share what I have found during my research.
Welcome, welcome. So, Mr. Joe, our channel has been looking into the book To Kill a Mockingbird for the past few weeks. Do you have some ideas that you want to share with us about the connection between this book and some other literature, such as Similar Point of View?
Well, a lot of literatures that I have read before discussed about discrimination and similar, where one group or a group of people are being othered because they're different than some other people. Today, I would like to discuss one of them, Frankenstein.
What is the tragedy of a scientist and the monster he created has to do with discrimination? That seems really shocking to me.
Well, that's because the creature that had been created by that scientist was not a monster at first. However, personal experiences or nurture deeply shifted its way of thinking and eventually make him into the monster he is in the end.
I see, I see. So it's how other people have treated it that caused it to become the monster it is later.
That's right, because all the people he met are scared of him because of his appearance. They hated him and othered him, which is the main reason that led the creature to finally become the monster, because no one is willing to accept him.
That sounds like a very tragic story.
True, true. When we talk about discrimination, the one being discriminated against might not only experience the physical damage or disadvantage caused by others, but also a large amount of mental damage can be done by a large group of people experiencing large amount of social rejection.
Can you discuss more about how social rejection might hurt people?
Absolutely. According to research of University of Michigan psychologist Ethan Cross, they scanned the brains of participants whose romantic partner has recently broke up with them. The brain regions associated with physical pain lit up as the participants viewed the photos of their exes. Since there is damage being done to the body, it is reasonable for us to conclude that the experience of being rejected is harmful toward our body.
I've heard this theory before. Is it because our body only feels pain when it senses something that can possibly lead to death? So do you think it is the body's signal that being rejected could actually lead to death?
Well, about this problem, I'm not exactly sure if being out of society would be life threatening. However, if one experiences enough social rejection, it does deal a significant amount of damage to one's mental health. Mary Shelley in her Frankenstein discussed about how um, the creature was kind and nice at first, but since people keep on rejecting it, it starts to become aggressive and eventually destroys the scientist's family, only so that his own creator will feel its pain.
So I see. So Mr. Joe, do you think there's a connection between the creature in Frankenstein and the situation black people are described in To Kill a Mockingbird?
I do believe so. I believe that the discrimination people have for the creature and for black people are rather similar because the victim didn't really do anything wrong. I mean, you can't blame them for looking the way they are. However, people only looking at their appearance or their race concluded that they're harmful or somehow lower than a human and they discriminated against them. And that is the problem that a lot of people nowadays still have, where they don't even get to know someone, but they will conclude that one's nature or actions only by assumption and prejudice.
That sounds like a problem that people need to realize. Actually, this kind of situation happens all around us because the facial appearance is the outermost of a human being. Like whenever we meet a person, we often notice what he actually looks like. Is he beautiful or handsome? Or he is like
That's
we
true.
just judge other people. We set a lot of
That's
different judgments.
that's
Mhm.
true. But one's appearance is does create our fir does create our fir does give us assumption of what this people might be like, but we cannot assume that this people is evil simply because of his appearance. We need to get
Exactly.
deeper into knowing someone before we
Mhm.
can make that conclusion.
We need to get to know one's soul before we, just to judge them and to have prejudice over them. So, well, our time is almost up today. So, and we're going to continue the discussion on the connection between To Kill a Mockingbird and other literature. Thank you so much, Mr. Joe, for discussing this issue with us, and we will see you guys next time.